Okay, so thank you very much for joining me today. My name is Oren. I'm the CEO of OpenLM, and today I will be presenting our new Annapurna version of OpenLM that was just announced in the beginning of the year and released. We have released the Cloud US version 2 weeks ago, and now we are starting to expose it to users. Many other already started their way through this version a few months ago. The agenda for today is simple. I want to present the reasons why we designed Annapurna this way, mainly focusing on showing your request that led us to the decision. And then I will go and review the overall architecture of the Annapurna high-level implementation. I'm not going to go into the details because we don't have enough time, and because I will do a webinar every Wednesday, and every week I will focus on another aspect and dive into the details. Before I start, I first want to thank you, all our customers, for being with us, for being loyal to us and keep using OpenLM all these years. We are waking up every morning thinking about you, trying to do our best to provide you the best solution, and thank you. And next, I want to thank the OpenLM team, the amazing team that we have here. So many people, about 150 people waking up every morning, working to make this dream a reality, and it is a reality now. I'm going to, in the part showing your request and your challenging, I'm going to focus on these topics. There are many other things that were requested. We needed to select few of them to present here. And this webinar is mainly targeted to you, our customers. It's also a great opportunity for our partners to get updates about what is going on, and also different prospects that has interest in the OpenLM system. In terms of the webinar procedures, I'm here. The team is on there in the back office. Ask any questions, say anything. They're listening and they will respond. In the end, I'm going to take questions, and please give us feedback. We are thriving on, based on your feedback, let us know what you need. So, Annapurna. Why Annapurna? First, it's a mountain on the letter A, but it's very interesting. It's one of the, I think, 10 mountains that are higher than 8,000 meters. This is 8,091 meters, 26,545 feet. It's a culture significance to many people in the area. The name Annapurna is in Sanskrit, and it means full of food, or the goddesses of the harvest. In Hindu mythology, Annapurna is the goddess of food and nourishment. Now, in June 30, 1950, a French expedition led by Maurice Herzog and Louis Lachenal reached the summit, making it the first 8,000-meter peak ever been successfully climbed, and before the Everest was conquered. So, viva la France, and let's move forward. Now, some terminology before I dive into the details. So, When I'm talking about the existing old version, I talk V25, and this is going to be the dialogue between us. In support, in sales, I'm using V25. Okay, so we know what are you using. The next is Annapurna. Annapurna is not a name of a product, it's a name of the version. Same as 25 is a major, this is the new major, Annapurna. The next mountain in the letter B will be the next major when we decide to switch the vendor, and we are looking forward for your suggestion. Suggest a mountain in the letter B, which is close to your heart. Now, until now, I took my time, it's 7 minutes. Now it's going to be a blitz. So hold tight as we start, and I'm going to run very quickly through the slides. One of the main trends our customers are dealing with is SaaS licensing. License model are moving to the internet, becoming much more complex, sometimes most of the time, named user, hybrid tokens, packages, daily access, high complexity, much option, and not much ability to monitor and manage it. While being challenging, we have been able to deal with huge size organization, even with the current version, V25. It's in production now. We have some companies more than 50,000 users, and we are managing. Still, there are challenging database management, indexing, optimization, upgrades. You know, the upgrades procedures of the database, relational databases are tough. Upgrades to the software. Every time you want to do something, you need to upgrade. Sometimes performance is degrading because there are so many queries to the database. There are challenges, and you requested make it more scalable. Until today, about 90% of our customers are still on-prem, but we see the trend of change. And more organizations, they tell us, no, we have a cloud-first policy. And customers are telling us, we don't have the resources and the time to spend on deployments, upgrades, and maintenance. It's also expensive. We have built this version from start to fit a cloud-first approach. Still, we can deploy on-prem. We can help you to manage it by providing a full management to your deployment, but it's fully cloud ready. Now, it's a birthday here to EasyAdmin, 15 years, and while we can be proud, EasyAdmin is serving us for so long, and it's getting older. Some of the things that are there kind of too old. Still, it's a great implementation, and it's fully tuned to what the customer needs. Everything is there, but you requested a more modern interface. In many cases, OpenLM was purchased and managed by engineering manager. I still remember all the first sales that we did. It was always JS manager, CAD manager, engineering manager, and this is called the licensing silo. So this is, you ask IT and they say, this is done by engineering. And you ask engineering, they say, IT don't understand it. Currently, we see that our customer wants to see the engineering as part of the overall IT, and definitely as part of the software asset management of the organization. And when they look on the databases and they want to analyze them, they want to see everything all together. They want to see the procurement database, the HR database, the project database, and they want to analyze it all together with the SAM database that OpenLM prepares. You also very much liked our reporting hub. Reporting hub is the ETL that takes the data from the In V25, takes the data from the operational database into the reporting database, allowing you to do whatever you want. This was done every 24 hours, and we took the increment from the database and we updated the reporting database. You ask, more comprehensive database and real-time update. Now, response time. We have traditionally, over all the last 15 years, released 2 versions per year, some rare occasion, 1, sometimes 3, but this is what we could do. There was a set process to do that, and most software companies worked this way. This made the response time to your request quite slow. Also, due to the aging architecture, we couldn't deliver some of the requests, or it took a lot of time. You had to compromise, and your request was faster response time and easy deployment. OpenLM API developed significantly over the years since we started. So it all started with the standard XML, non-standard XML API that we invented, and say, hey, let's go to something standard. It was SOAP. That was really the trend at this time. And we went to SOAP, and then we said, SOAP is not very popular. Let's go to RESTful API, REST API. We did it, and we cover most of the software. In the recent year, there is a GraphQL. GraphQL was originally developed by Facebook internally in 2012, used inside, then they published it, gave it to everyone, so in 2015, and we adopted it because it's really good standard. It's now becoming an industry standard, and it's now also in the existing V25 version. It's the OpenLM API. One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. This is Toolkit, the amazing Toolkit, but we're talking on License Manager, and the difficulty is that you have many license managers. Some of them might be FlexLM, kind of classical engineering license manager. Some of them are SaaS license manager, and someone that has 100, 200 different, 300, we see crazy number. You can't really manage it. You know, one company, one vendor might give you an outstanding interface, outstanding understanding, control, monitoring, everything you could wish for. But what? Would you log in every day? Is it worth it? Is it economical? It doesn't make sense. And you requested us, give us everything in one place so we can manage it. License allocation is becoming the most significant channel for license management. As more vendors turn to named licensing, it's becoming something that you need to fully control and be able to manage it very easily as possible. The request is to do it automatically. And for a very, very long time, you have requested us to add some basic software asset management capabilities. Since we started, we said, there are no forms, nothing. Whatever we can read from the license manager, we project to you. And we did quite a good job for everything that is managed by FlexLM and similar. But we couldn't extend it in the current V25. And this is something that I will show how we addressed it now. And the second thing you requested is that to allow you to add the cost. When you have the cost in the system, you can also get the reports this way. You can focus on the cost and not only on the unit of the license, which is critical. Many of you are currently utilizing the OpenLM agent, by the way, with great value. But our customers requested to get more value out of the investment of deploying it. After the deployment, the request is to have the functionality similar to the broker. So I can update it remotely from the OpenLM interface. I don't need to go to the system and distribute it again, which becomes complex in most of the organization. The request is also to have better control of the agent remotely from the UI running on the browser. You're playing in a changing world. So in contrary to the past, not everyone is on their desk. More than that, most cases, people are not in the office, and you requested us to know the utilization of the licenses, even when someone takes up the laptop, goes to the field, and do something and coming back. I want to know what happened with the licenses. I want exactly the same level of utilization. And next, while surprising, some vendors are still utilizing the dongle licensing, these physical things you put in the back of the computer. And this is something very challenging to manage and maintain. What you requested, some of you, not many, requested full management solution for this asset. And I'm saying this is a whole topic to cover. There will be soon a whole webinar on that. Specifically, I will present that. You adapted different platform as your ERP solution, specifically in most organizations, ITSM and some. Many of the requests are related to ServiceNow, who is a long-time partner for OpenLM, and we are working together. The requested, we want the benefit of the platform also for everything we do with OpenLM. We want to get the data. We want to do the processes, and we took it very seriously. Now, at this stage, we're moving to the second part. And in the second part, I want to focus now on the implementation. So what did we implement? How does it work? I'm not going into the details. I'm taking it very high level. And yes, in the next webinar, we'll dive into the details. So first, the packaging and deployment. So traditionally, enterprise software and also OpenLM, let's talk about V25, was delivered to you as a set of servers. There were also agents. So the agent, the broker, which is a type of agent, and the DSS agent, but basically the server part, a set of installer. You ask for a server, Linux, Windows, whatever you want. You typically get a VM and you deploy the system on it. This is a good delivery method compared to the past, where you need to get a physical server. I still remember this time I needed a new system. Okay, I need a server. What's the spec, memory, CPU, and so on. This delivery method is not good enough today for current IT requirement, and more and more enterprise software vendors like us, they deliver the software as Dockers in a container. We will have a full webinar on it, but basically this method can provide the scalability, the management, and easy update. Whatever you need, you update one Docker, you get a new functionality, and the Docker are basically running on Kubernetes, which is an orchestrator of the Dockers. It sees the available resources. It can run this Docker here, that Docker here, launch another Docker, another service in order to cope the demand. And this is the way to deliver functionality on the cloud. This is also the way to deliver functionality on the enterprise, in the enterprise. And if you ask and check, in most of the organization, you ask the IT, you will find there is a Kubernetes team. They have an infrastructure. And if you insist on having an on-prem deployment, this is the place to start. Next, I would like to talk about data management in Annapurna. In Annapurna, there is an extremely smart and capable data management system that developed by our team, which is processing all the data, but it's also now generating the reporting database on almost real time. I'm saying almost real time because by definition, we said the requirement is to have the reporting database updated to the operational database in less than 5 minutes difference. The reporting database allows you to consume this data from any tool you would like to. So it might be Power BI, it might be QuickSight, it might be any other reporting tool that you might want to use. You can just query it using SQL queries, get it, continue and process it. Now the reporting database depends on the deployment. So if you deploy it on-prem, you will typically have a relational database holding this data. If you use our cloud deployment, then you will have an S3 bucket, and this S3 bucket will be dedicated to you and only to you. The interface of OpenLM, we spoke about easy admin, so we now have a modern interface, sleek, and I must tell you, blazing fast. It's amazing. It's running on your browser, and we also support the identity service that you might be using. So there is a single sign-on. You signed in, you can access, you immediately get in, you see what you are permitted to see. The built-in interface is dedicated to the configuration of the system, to the operational interface, and to some of the built-in reports. So this is the concept. So it's similar to Easy Admin. It provides built-in report, the old Easy Admin. It provides built-in report. You configure everything there. You don't need to go anywhere else, and you have operational interfaces. The operational interface, an example, currently consume licenses, denials that happened just now, some dashboard that says showing me top consumption of usage, whatever I need in order to do the ongoing management. For the rest of the reporting, I want to do a long-term planning. I want that report, this report. All this is done through BI. So BI can be something that we provide. For example, on our cloud, we are utilizing AWS QuickSight as our BI interface, and we're giving it to you. You can even customize the reports. You can use the huge amount of the reports that we have provided. And you can see some screenshots that marketing, thank you, added here. So one is the navigation. You see on the top right corner, you can see the navigation icon with 4 blocks. One of them is blue, and you have the navigation. This is showing on each of the pages. This is a typical operation screen from the new interface. This is listing the processing and allow you to configure it. You see that it's very modern. It's the way most applications are built today, so we align to that. This is the project configuration in the new UI. At least the available project and status, what is available for your users, choose. You can click, you can assign users. It shows you the simplicity. Everything is very simple. And this is an example to an operational report. If you look on the top, you see the filtering option. So the filtering option is now very similar to spreadsheet style. You click, you select the values, you filter out some values, you click the column, it sorts, descending, ascending, whatever you want. This is very standard now in the industry, and we have invested a lot in this interface. We are using the best platform possible in order to generate that. OpenLM Broker. This is our flagship. It's not something that you see, and I personally, I see the amazing investment that was put into the broker by our team. This is software that is currently running on hundreds of thousands of servers worldwide. Don't want to exaggerate, but it's probably many, many hundreds of thousands. It's on Annapurna, it's becoming even better. And the amazing thing that the team managed to preserve the back compatibility. So basically, you can have one broker and it can send the data in parallel to V25 and to Annapurna. So this allows you to slowly migrate to Annapurna while keeping your foot on the V25 still operational. There is a better performance, better capabilities, and the most amazing thing, there is a central management within the Annapurna interface. I log in and I can manage all my brokers, what is happening, what version. The ability to remotely upgrade it exists in V25, and it will soon also be ported to Annapurna. We didn't manage to get it yet, but it will definitely be there. OpenLM agent. OpenLM agent is very new. We did a lot of improvement to it, and most of it's significantly more capable. There were many requests related to the agent. I couldn't present it in the beginning. It's a lot of requests, and we managed to implement almost everything, I think. Things that were waiting in our lists for years, actually. I apologize for that. We couldn't make it. It's now there. And if you used it in the past, you had it, you will notice the response time. It's very fast. And for the administrator, you will see there's so many abilities to configure it and to control what the user is seeing. Everything I mentioned is the introduction, offline, monitor DLL, executable, dongle, everything is in there. Distributing an agent is an investment. And our role is to make it an investment that is worth doing. I'm telling you it's worth doing. So let's see some screenshot. This is from the OpenLM interface again. This is the process monitoring screen. Gives you full control over any aspect of what the agent would do. The minute you click, it's there. One thing that was upgraded is the communication time between the agent and our, say, call it server. It's not a server anymore. It's a huge cloud of services. And in the past, it was very slow because it worked in a very specific way. Now it's immediate. You click, it immediately apply. There is an information to send from the agent. It's immediately on the processing, and the processing is done. This is specific screen chosen to be here. allowing the agent to take screenshots of the application before closing it, so the user can see a screenshot. Okay, this was the screen that was harvested. I click, I get it open. It makes it easy for the user. This shows some more configuration option for the agent available to you as an administrator. The personal dashboard configuration, this is very important because we invested a lot in making, in helping you to get better utilization of these very expensive licenses. And even if it's not expensive, if you get a corporation of users to use it in a better way, it's worth it. And we invested a lot of effort in making your user a partner for you on this effort to better utilize the license. And one of the ways to harness your users to this effort is to give them the information, to make them partners. And this is the personal dashboard. We spoke about the request about the API. As I said, we are using GraphQL, but now it's very comprehensive. So whatever we developed was originally developed using GraphQL. We developed the backend processes. I don't have much time, so I will rush. We developed the backend, we covered everything with API, and then based on that, we build the UI. And then we build the connectivity between the system parts. Some of our customers are utilizing it. It is heavily being utilized by our partners and people that do integrations, and us also, we do integrations. So for example, we develop in ServiceNow, and we are utilizing these interfaces. So it's very important, and the opportunities are endless, and I really recommend to take a look into it. Now, look, we're part of OpenLM. We want to take it as a full solution for everything you do, but we understand that you might not. Some might have other platforms. Some develop their own system by themselves, which is great. And some might want to use this type of platform. I'm giving again ServiceNow, our partners. I highly recommend the platform. And we agree to that. We are integrating with this platform, and we are bringing OpenLM capabilities and OpenLM data into this platform. We are working together with the platform. We are working together with you. And my question to you is, what platform do you want us to support? We want to do it. And more than that, what functionality do you want us to integrate into your platform, the platform that you chose to use? I'm getting to some, so I mentioned that this is an old request waiting, and look, we added it. It's there. So if you register now, you go to the cloud, you register, you will see there, some is there. It's still on the beginning. So we are building it. It happens slowly. We did quite a lot of functionalities added, and you can see it. I have some screenshots here. Other parts of the implementation is being on different stages. So some is on the design stages, some is on the coding, some is on the QA, and really quickly might be there. And yes, it's the whole idea is that you will log into OpenLM Cloud in the morning and say, "Oh, that's new. I didn't see that yesterday." And this is the benefit of the platform. We can flawlessly publish and expose new capabilities which you can use. The SAM will support engineering, specialty software, and any SaaS application. Now you ask, do you support all SaaS application? No, but we will support everything you will give us. And we do it quickly. And this is one of the benefits of the platform, is that we can do it, implement it, and immediately the day after you see it. So let's see some screenshot. This is some of the screens that are related to some management software, asset management. Here, and the emphasis is here on the black box, on the red box, is that you can put exactly the price of the software. And we support all the different methods of buying, subscriptions, or whatever method you bought the software, currency, we support everything, and you can put it in and utilize it. Now, to finish this part and to open a discussion and question, I'm saying we started an architecture change, but it ended being a full organizational change, because the architecture is based on loosely coupled services. That's the whole idea. So why is it good? It's good because I have a service, I can do a change. If it doesn't affect anybody else, I can move forward and I can give service to our people. And we also build our squads this way. Squads are teams, different terminology, and our squads are acting now as a whole solution team. They do everything. They think about something, might based on request, maybe their idea, maybe it came out of the company roadmap, and they decide to implement it. They are moving forward, they're consulting with architecture, and they develop, they're testing, and they deploy. They can do it themselves. So actually, this change from a very significant change within the organization. Maybe we can extend and talk about that further, but we want to be an agile information organization, an organization that can quickly respond to your request. So first of all, I would like to thank you for taking this 39 minutes with me so far, whomever is here. I really appreciate it. I know your time is very valuable and scarce. Second, I will give from now on, hopefully I will be able to do it as long as possible. I will give a weekly webinar. This is the time that fits the EU and APAC region. There will be a US time, and the topics will differ, different topics, different technical level. And I will, for the next session, I will invite other people to present with me, depending on the topic. And I'm looking forward to hosting you here. And more than that, I'm saying, if you have any request, something that you would like to see, I will be glad to adjust the presentation to fit what you expect to see. So this is the presentation part, and maybe we can take a few minutes to take some questions now. Ibrez, are we